Warning, this is how I personally complete each project. I do have some mechanical and electrical knowledge. Use this video at your own risk. I am not and will not be responsible for any damage that may occur while you attempt to repeat as I do. Always follow all manufacturer warnings and instructions. Consult a professional if you are unsure.
DADDYGVILLE'S World.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to DADDYGVILLE'S World. Now, if you grew up in my generation or you're older, these here are some of the vehicles we see weekly on TV or in movies. Yes, I know I'm old. My kids tell me all the time. But then there's one we know without even seeing it. All we gotta do is hear that horn. Then you want to scream. Well, today I'm going to be opening this Wolo Model 430 Dixie horn I got from Cooters in Pigeon, Tennessee. Now, I've seen many videos saying hook up, but they never really show you how they hooked them up. Just that they have them on their trucks and push the horn and tell you what they did. To me, that's just a...
He's something.
Myself, I always try to one-up them and myself by showing you the right way. Now let's open this package and see what it contains. It comes with 5 horns, a compressor, hardware, a relay, instructions, and approximately an 8-foot long rubber hose. Now you would need to buy wire, clips, 20 amp fuse link, and some sort of switch like a push button, a rocker, or a flip toggle. I'm using a 2-screw flip toggle switch. Now the manufacturer wants you to mount the horns facing down, with the compressor lines facing up, and not around extreme heat or where it can get wet. So let's get started. Here's your relay. On the bottom of the relay, there's 4 sets of numbers: 30, 86, 87, 85. 30 and 86 hook together with one leading wire. Now get your wire out. Cut one piece 4 inches long. Then the other will depend on you and where you want your fuse link located. I'm putting my fuse link close to my relay. Now add female clips. Once done, she'll look similar to this. Now plug them into the relay. Long wire plugs into number 30. Short jump wire plugs into 86. Now 87 is another hot wire that connects to the positive on the bottom of the compressor. Again, the length of wire depends on you and how far you mount them apart. Now, 85 is another hot wire that runs to the inside of your vehicle. And the relay is done. Should look like this. Now for the negative side of the compressor, take the black wire out of female clip, plug it in, and the other end will be hooked to a body ground. Now if you have it all hooked correctly, the pump will start once you touch the positive and negative to power. Now the horn hookup is simple. They're color-coded to match the compressor air output ports. But one mistake I've seen many others make is they mount their horns out of order, which throws off the sound. Yellow is 1, black is 2, red is 3, blue is 4, white is 5. Which means your horns have to be in this order to sound proper. Also, the manufacturer recommends you oil the compressor every 4 to 6 months with W10, WD-40, air tool oil, or lightweight oil. In order to oil the pump, you would have to unbolt it to get to the air intake behind the bolt housing. Or you can remove one air hose. You don't need much oil. They say 6 drops. Now I was going to put this on my OBS, but I really don't drive it. So I'm putting it on our family daily. I just had to find where. Keeping it within what they recommend. So behind the grill it goes. Fitting it to this small space. Now, after making some brackets and 5 test fits, checking it for any clearance so I don't get any future damage from the vibrations to my SUV or the horn components. And making sure my grill would mount properly. So this is what I came up with. Now let's get these wires hooked up. You hook the hot wire from 87 to the positive side of the compressor. Now, hook up the ground wire to the pump. The other end will get a clip and be hooked to metal somewhere on the body. I also zip tied the wires so they don't move around. Now the wire from 85 I made really long to run to the inside of your vehicle, to the on side of the switch. Then you have the main hot wire running from 30 with a fuse link right to the battery. Now, let's get this placed back in. Before bolting in, all air lines need to be cut and placed on. So get the line and something to cut it with. I'm using a pair of cutters I use on water lines. To start, push the hose on the pump, starting with 1. Again, make sure there's no kinks or it will rub and cut through the line. Place it on horn 1, then repeat the process for the rest of them. Now all lines are in place and I use zip ties to help. Now the black ground wire from the compressor I'm placing on first. Now run your long wire from 85 into your vehicle. Now I've already drilled the hole and placed in the switch. The wire from 85 goes on the on side of the switch. Now the black ground wire goes on the off side of the switch. Should look like this. Off side facing driver. Now the other end mounted to metal behind the dash. The last thing to do is hook up the main hot from 30. Now if I lost you anywhere, here's the relay, the pump, your battery, a fuse to represent the fuse link, and the toggle switch. Now, 86 jumps to 30. 30 runs to one side of the fuse link. The fuse link runs to the positive side of your battery. 87 runs to the positive side of the pump. The negative side gets hooked to a body. 85 runs to the on side of the switch. The off side runs to a body ground. And you're done. If all is hooked up right and the grounds are good, horn will work. Now let's check it out.